Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again for another day of trading. It's a new week. We're basically at the end of April. We're going to begin May very soon. Spring is really booming in the air, and hopefully your trades are booming as well. So today there was actually no economic data. There was nothing to move the market. So today, usually for my strategy, it's usually very, very difficult in terms of how the market moves and how it moves my strategy. So it was kind of choppy for the most part, but then at the beginning and at the end of the day, it moved quite well. So we are actually going to start with Nasdaq. Okay, so had 13 trades today. 4 of them were break even. There were 3 losses and there were 6 gains. So with Nasdaq, my very first trade, I went in for a long on a trend line play, and unfortunately it was a loss. Take a look. And then I went in on the second trade, which is not a break-even trade, because again, like I always say, I don't show break-even trades. This was also Nasdaq. It was a long. It was also a trend line, but this was a trend line with the oscillator indicator play, and I was able to go and get out with 10 points, which is 40 ticks. Check it out. And then I went in on a Dow Jones short, which was also an oscillator indicator, and I was able to get about 20 ticks. Check it out. And then my next trade, I went in on Russell for a short. This was also an oscillator indicator, but unfortunately it didn't work out. I actually believe that this particular one took quite some time, either this one or the next one. It took quite some time, and only for it to give me a loss. Very annoying, but here we are. This is trading. Check it out. And then on the next trade, which was Nasdaq, I went in for a long with my Renko indicator, and I finally got a run, which gave me 40 ticks plus 120 ticks, and I was able to cover my losses from my previous trade. I usually go for more than 120 ticks, which is 40 points. I usually go for 60, but I decided to go for 40 just to cover up my losses from the other one. Check it out. And then on my next trade, I went in on Russell for a long, and this was the one that took almost 2 hours, and it still ended up in a loss. Check it out. And then I had an ES trade. It was a long on a Renko indicator, and I was able to have a quick gain of 4 ticks. Take a look. And then on my next trade, it was Nasdaq, and it was a short, and this was another run I was able to get, and it was an oscillator indicator, and I was able to get 40 ticks plus 150 ticks. It actually got to my 60 points, which is 240 ticks, but I was like 2 ticks away from hitting my TP, because I usually take about 3 ticks to cover my commissions. So it just missed it and then reversed, so I was only able to get 40 points, which was 150 ticks. Check it out. And then my final trade for the day was with Russell, and finally I was able to get a gain on a short with an oscillator indicator, and it actually ran about 80 ticks, but I exited and I came out with a trailing stop loss gain of 60 ticks. Take a look. And then here's my balance. So today was the day that I started my new way of playing in terms of my risk management and how I try to take some profits earlier. And so far, so good. It was a success today. It was almost looking like a failure in the beginning because it was a choppy day. There's a lot of pullbacks, and usually the pullbacks are the ones that are going to mess with this new tweak of the strategy, but hopefully it'll work out like it did today, and so we'll see how it goes for this week. I'm excited, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. God bless. Take care.